So the Philadelphia Eagles had a public practice on August the 10th, 2025 at 6 p.m. They invited their fans to come out, see a public practice, get to start the season off right. And this is my fan experience on my day down at the link with my lovely, lovely daughter. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? This is Abe G's from Abe G's POV. So in today's video, I have a first-hand approach. It's not really a first-hand approach. It's just my experience at the Lincoln Financial football field with the Philadelphia Eagles, my favorite team. We went down there, and me and my daughter went down there, and we actually had a blast. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to kind of share my experience, my situation, how everything went down there. Like I said, we met a couple people here or there. We talked to a few people here or there. And I'm gonna put some, video on as I'm talking. So first and foremost, when we went, I got the day started by my wardrobe. This is what my daughter and I were going to wear, but then, I ended up switching it up and wearing something totally different. Actually, shoe-wise, the outfit that I wore was conducive to the environment and for what was going on. It wasn't too hot, you know what I'm saying? It was reasonable. What I will say is, going down there, one of my things that I like to do is I have a game day ritual, right? So my game day ritual usually ends up being like, I get up, I go to the game. I like to get to the game early, obviously. If it's a 1 o'clock game, I definitely want to be down there by 12, inside the stadium at the concession stand by 12 o'clock. Not going down there, not in the middle of traffic, not getting ready to walk into the gate. I want to be in the stadium. I want to have an hour on my hands to be able to navigate, what I want to do as far as that. And most of the time, when I go down there, I do go with someone, mainly my daughter, my baby girl. We go down there and we have a good time. We go down there and we do practices. We'll do a game, a daddy-daughter game, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, we do that once a year. It's a nice tradition, and hopefully we can continue to do it in the years to come. Yeah, we go down there and we get a game in, and what I like to do is get a cheesesteak right there on the first floor. And I wish I had, this video is just going to be my experience. I apologize for not having some video or some, pictures going forward. I do a video like this, I promise I have everything I need. But this was impromptu. I just thought about it. I just wanted to share my experience, like I said, and in the most rawest of forms I could. But yeah, I like to get a cheesesteak and a Gatorade, you know what I'm saying? And kind of like, get something to eat. That way I ain't got to get up, and I want to sit there in my seat and chill, you know what I'm saying? And, be kind of like locked in. Because like during game day, if you're not aware, going out to the stadium, especially a Super Bowl winning team, it's going to be packed. Like when you when the team was on the rise and it was going up, it's tough because we as a state, okay, we love our football team more than anything else, okay? They will get behind you 1,000%. If you put a winning product on the field and you want us to support, we're definitely going to support you, okay? It's a football town all day through and through. It's nothing that any of the other teams can do. Hockey, baseball, basketball, soccer. It's nothing none of these teams can do. You're going to get your go-tos. You're going to get people that's going to follow each individual team. Like I said, I'm Philly all day and all night, right? So I'm gonna follow them through and through. They doing good, I'm gonna follow them. You know what I'm saying? They put themselves in the front of the line like, yo, we here, what's up? I'm right there with you. The paraphernalia, I'm cheering y'all on, all that. So, it's something that I pride myself on. And I love my team. You know what I'm saying? So the game that we decided to go to was the Denver Broncos, the Eagles versus the Denver Broncos on week 5. So maybe I had some more footage of how that game went, how everything went. And maybe I just come back and do a shorter form video. It's still going to be a long form video, but not as long as this one. Of the experience, like from, the gate to the crowd and getting into the gate. And a lot of that stuff you really can't film because it's like they want you to put your phone down, all the above. So, I do the best I possibly could do, but to kind of get you a first-hand run of everything. The pro store, you got to go to Pro Shop. When you go to the game, before the game or after the game, you must go to the Pro Shop. You must, okay? Going in there, support the team, keep it moving, right? So, but yeah, I like to get my cheesesteak. But going forward though, like in this particular one, on this particular day, we went down to the practice. We was in traffic. We riding behind these cars. We got the people in the front of us that you very well see. The traffic was horrendous. But that was like that because we had Chris Brown, the Breezy Bowl, was having a concert at 7 o'clock at the baseball stadium, and the Eagles was having a practice at their stadium at 6 o'clock. So logistically, that was a nightmare. Okay, if there was no Breezy Bowl people down there, you know what I'm saying, we'd have been fine. But we made it work. You know what I'm saying? It was fine. So, after that, we get down there. I had to actually find a parking spot. Now, I wouldn't recommend, as a visitor, if you're coming to Philadelphia and you want to park and you want to know that your car going to be there and everything going to be all good on game day, I would recommend you get down there early enough, get in the parking lot, and just sit around for some hours or whatever until the game come in. They're going to have people out in the lot. They're going to have people out there cooking out, barbecuing. Hey, you mind if I come join you guys at your tailgate? You know what I'm saying? Some people may say yes, some people say no. It just depends. But they see you down with the team, the home team. Of course you're down. You know what I'm saying? You're family. So grab a plate. You know what I mean? Get something to drink. You know what I mean? So, we open arms in that aspect of it. So we had to go through traffic, and then you get to the gate or whatever. We ended up, it said it was free parking, but what I believe some of the people came down there for the Breezy Bowl concert and parked in some of the parking lots for the Breezy Bowl concert, right? And they might have took some spots up. That's what I think. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. Because at the end of the day, it was a sold out practice. It's never been sold out. At least I've never seen it sold out. So this particular year it was sold out. The parking lots was all full. So we riding around trying to get parking and all that. It was a good thing I left a little earlier. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get my traditional cheesesteak, by the way. Me and my daughter stopped off at, she wanted some Cane's. So I said, we'll stop off at Cane's and get something to eat before we get in there. Because, I ended up spending like $20-something at Cane's for me and her to eat. You go to the stadium, the cheesesteak and the Gatorade would be $20, and then she would still have to eat. So you make out a lot better getting something to eat before you get to the stadium. It's just tradition for me, to spend that $20 to get that cheesesteak, to get that Gatorade. And it's not like it's the greatest cheesesteak in the world. It's just, it's tradition. It's a good cheesesteak. It's not bad. You know what I mean? But it's good. I like it. So moving on, what we did is we ended up parking down there at 3rd and Packer, and it's gonna be, once you get down there, if you see, there's a lot of manufacturing plants down there, right? So you got a lot of warehouses with a lot of trucks. you have to be careful when you park in those parking lots because some of the workers they work on the weekends, some don't. So it just depends on that particular time when you go down there. This particular day and this particular time, it was fine. Everything was cool. They knew it was gonna be like that. It was a Sunday evening, 6 o'clock. Ain't nobody really working. Everybody coming in Monday morning, so we Gucci. The main thing is that you don't park by no spot where it says they'll tow your car, because Philadelphia will tow your car like that. Okay, they don't give a damn who it is. Okay, they don't care about the situation. If your car is where it ain't supposed to be at and they don't know, it's a done deal. It's gone. All right. So now what we ended up doing was we ended up we did the Canes, we went through traffic, we parked the car, then we had to walk up back to the stadium. Which the stadium is basically at I want to say around like 11. It starts at 11 where the parking lots is at, but it's like between 13th and 14th Street. You know what I'm saying? Well, Broad Street rather. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all the way down there by Patterson. So we got our own little situation over there. You know what I'm saying? They got FDR Park across the street. So you got enough land, enough space to do what we need to do. It's right off the highway. We're out for 95. So once you go into the stadium, the two ends that's open, you can see the stadium. You can see the highway right there. You know what I'm saying? And the good part is sometimes it's a distraction because if it's a home game, let's just say it's a home game, it's a 1 o'clock game, about 1:30 hit, you driving down the highway, you hear all the explosions going off, the Eagles just got a touchdown. And they sing. I know y'all probably don't care about that, but that's music to my ears. When we in the stadium and we hanging out and all you hearing is that song, oh, it's good times. It's great times. It's lovely. You've never really experienced a football game until you go to an Eagle football game. A lot of people will tell you we have the best franchise on the planet. You can like whoever team you like. I don't care. When you come to Philadelphia and you down with Philadelphia and you watching the game at the stadium, listen, I ain't know I had that many relatives. We go in there, everybody is family. I don't care if they black, white, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, whatever. It don't matter, bro. They all family. We all high-fiving each other, hugging each other. And let me explain something to you. Philadelphia is a cold-hearted state. I'm sorry, a cold-hearted city, right? In Pennsylvania, people look at you funny. In different parts of Pennsylvania, they may give you the benefit of the doubt, right? But in Philly, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. People ain't high-fiving and hugging each other all day and all night. You win the game, you got the Eagles on, I got the Eagles on. Let me explain something to you. I ain't never seen so many black and white men hug each other, okay, at a football, in life, period, okay? At a football game, yo, yeah, hugging each other, dapping each other up. Man, listen, bro. Listen. People buy you drinks. They do all kinds of stuff. It's just like, it's a party. It's a party. It's a straight up party when you go to an Eagle game. You know what I'm saying? Now, it should be a party because those tickets, nah. The price of those tickets is nothing to be matched with. So you either all in or you all out. In the past, I was all out. I wanted to be down, but it was just 1 year where I was working 2 jobs and I had enough money to buy a ticket to go to the game. And that was right off that year that we went to the Super Bowl, and then we started a whole new year back in 2023. So then I was deciding, hey, you know what? Let me just partake in some of the games. Like I took my daughter to the Washington Redskins game. That's back when it was it the Redskins? They might have been the Redskins. They might have been the Commanders. They might have been the first year they was the Commanders. I don't know. But in any rate, it was Washington. We saw a Washington game together. I went down and I partaked in Miami. When Miami came down, I watched that game. I did the San Fran game when they smoked us. Okay. And I did the Bills game when it was raining. So, I did like 4 games that year. So, I mean, it was just something I just wanted to do. I wanted to go to playoff games, but at that rate, the way the Eagles was playing, they was looking like trash, and we just wasn't happy. and then we just turned it back around and got it together, made a few changes, and got right back on the horse, and got right down to where we need to get to. So, 2024 was an electric year. It was a great year. So we're coming off of a Super Bowl winning time. I mean, this was the time where the Eagles they did their thing. And I'm gonna put a few clips up here so that way you guys can see part of the practice. I mean, win, lose, or draw, I'm Eagles all day, every day. So it is what it is. So here's a few clips of some of the plays that I'm gonna show you, and then we'll finish up with the video. All right, y'all. So we're back. So we are sitting in section 208, I believe. We're a little higher up. What I will say about the stadium is not a bad seat in the building. We got the fans out here. You very well see we represent well. Zoom in on this flag. Take a look at it. Eagle defense. You very well see they're winning right now 2-0. See a battle between offense and defense. So we going and destroy that defense. I think right now what we're working on is trying to see how our corners is looking. It looks like Jalen is going out there. Floor. Offense that came back on defense. Period number 7. Hopefully they go like 8 periods. They got backed up on the inside the 5. Sorry, inside the 10. Well done, defense. Yeah, I like that. Take a look at all the banners. Yeah, so now we had a young lady. She was what did she do? She came up and she gave my daughter a lucky bird. It was supposed to be a lucky bird. It was an eagle. I'm like, lady, we don't need luck. We good. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, no, it's a lucky bird, and I got a wristband for you, and she gave her that. So I thought that was nice of her, you know what I'm saying? She on her all green. I'm gonna put her on the screen so that way you guys can see her. That way y'all won't be trying to, describe. This lovely lady.
Go bird!
Go bird! Yes. Wow. You get an armband, okay. That's nice of you. Thank you so much. Well, I don't think we need luck these days.
It's luck the wrong word. What word should I use?
Okay, we'll take it. Yes, thank you so much. So, she that transaction that took place, it was very nice of her to do so, and it's for us to be, but the reason why that happened is because my daughter was looking for the perfect seat. So when we go, let me give you a backstory on this, okay? So when we go to the stadium, generally we go to the stadium for the practice to figure out where we want to sit at during the, for our game or whatever. So we looking around, all that kind of stuff. So she told me she wanted to sit downstairs, and she liked it downstairs. She wanted to go downstairs. She don't want to sit upstairs. And I'm like, okay. Now, sitting upstairs, I can get 2 tickets for us sitting upstairs, right? Eating and everything, right? Everything is great. It's not a bad seat in the house. Let me be honest with you. It's not a bad seat in the house. Sitting in there upstairs, I guess she wants to be closer. She wants to be sidelines and all that. Okay, fine. We'll this time we'll do the downstairs tickets or whatever. Now, for the price of 1 ticket downstairs is the price of 2 tickets upstairs, right? They all expensive. They all arm and leg. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, that might end up being, for that one game, that might end up being like a $1,500 game from the 2 tickets alone. You still got to eat, and then that might be a $2,000 day, a $2,000 day. So that's something that I may just get myself work. Work on it, and we just go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes what I will say is this, and I'm gonna take a break from the video, and I'm gonna give you some gems or whatever. Sometimes, right? I'm not saying it's gonna happen for everybody, but if you ever got to a point where you doing some things here or there, and you want to go further, you want to do bigger, you want to do better, or whatever. Sometimes, you may want to do that, and you get in the mix of some people that you don't feel comfortable around, right? What I mean by not feel comfortable around is like not in a bad way, in a good way, right? So let's just say you an individual, and you may be on a fixed income, but you really want to break out of that fixed income. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I got to get more. I got to do better. I got to do more. Well, you can't keep doing the same things and be around the same people, right? So let's just say you run into some other people, right? You met a new friend. And this friend, they just used to doing things a certain way. Like, we're going all out. You, on the other hand, you penny pinching. Sometimes you got to get out of your own way. You got to be like, listen, I'm just going to just do it. In blind faith, I'm going to say my prayers. In blind faith, we're going to see how it happens or whatever. So then you may get in there, you may do it a couple times, it might have hurt. But then you talk to a couple of the guys saying, you know what, I like your homie, da-da-da-da. You might be working one place because you ain't making ends meet. And they may say, yo, man, we got a spot at the job, man. Why don't you come on over with us, man? I like your friend, man. He cool dude, man. Yeah, man, they pay real nice. And then you get in there and they, you go on over there and you put the application in or whatever, you do what you got to do. And now you're working with these guys. And now you're making what they make. And now you can go over there and do what they do the way they do and not struggle. Point being is, you got to get out of your own way. You got to get out of your own way. Step your game up. Push yourself. So that way you can expand your territory. You know what I mean? Me saying all that is to say this, right? My daughter was like, she wants to sit downstairs. Me personally, I'm like, damn, baby girl, we just can't sit upstairs. I'm cool with just sitting upstairs. I'm good. I don't have to sit next to the players. You know what I'm saying? It's her expanding me and making me move more, do better. So it's pushing me. I would love to sit downstairs. That would be the goal. And eventually, I do want to be able to be that guy, that I can sit courtside. I can sit right there, front row center. Sit right there where the players is at. You know what I'm saying? Them tickets is an arm and a leg, but I got it. I want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you take little small incremental steps to try to improve your life, to do better and be better, and then you see where you end up at. You know what I'm saying? So, she's pushing me to kind of go downstairs, with my friends and their parents, and I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? And regardless if I have it or I don't have it, I got it. Regardless, I'm gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be sitting downstairs, have a bird's eye view. Hopefully the seats down there is not bad, because I hope we can still see, the game actual, because I want to be able to see them. Yeah, but I don't think it'll be a bad seat. I just think that sitting upstairs, you over the whole stadium. It's like your bird's eye view. Like you can see it better. It's almost like you watch TV, but you just kind of looking down. You know what I mean? So, sitting downstairs, like on the same level with somebody else, you got to kind of like reach. I'm 6'5", so I ain't got to worry about it. But someone else is smaller. Like my daughter might be like, I can't see. I mean, hey, look, you want to sit down here. You know what I mean? So, we'll see how that works out. But hopefully it all works out, and she has a good experience or whatever. But yeah, man, we're gonna go do that. And like I said, I really enjoy myself at the practice, because it's a time where you can just sit back and just look at everything, just reflect. You don't have to worry about getting all anxious or whatever. It's not an actual game. It's not going in the books. It's just them running certain plays or whatever. Somebody gets beat deep, they just get beat deep. Somebody drops the ball, they drops the ball. That's what practice is for. They have to learn and improve on their skills they have, and hopefully improve and get bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we have another Super Bowl run, okay? And we win the Super Bowl again. I would love for us to be back-to-back Super Bowl champions. You know what I'm saying? And we get up there on that ladder, because I see teams like in the 90s, like when the Cowboys did it. You know what I'm saying? They went back to back, right? That was a nice feat. That was dope. Pittsburgh back in the day, they used to kill it. You know what I'm saying? 75, 76. You know what I mean? They was 74, I believe. 75, yeah, and 76. So they was killing it. San Fran in the 90s. San Fran would go out there, Joe Montana and the boys, they got it done. So now, you got Kansas City up to now. You got teams that won it here or there, one shot pony here or there. So, but yeah, man, I would love for us to be a dynasty, to go out there and just get it done and just make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is going to be a year where we did everything last year. This year, everybody's gunning for you. I feel like we win the Super Bowl this year. The Eagles, this team, if we don't get hurt, we ain't being stopped. You know what I'm saying? Because Kansas City went 6 straight, okay? They went to the Super Bowl 6 times straight. Why we can't do that? If they can do it, why can't we do that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like our team is better than them. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see how things work out. We'll see how it pans out. I'm really, really hoping to see, the young guys step up. Obviously, I have plays on the screen and everything, and for you guys to see, and I just want to see, how they pan out. You know what I'm saying? How they, do what they got to do, because for me, just because I'm a fan, don't mean I won't criticize, right? And a lot of fans, they're gonna ride or die with their team, no matter what. Some fans are delusional. Some fans are a little bit too loyal. And then there's other fans that's realistic. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a realist. You know what I'm saying? I'm a realistic fan. If I see something ain't working, it ain't working. A bad play happened, a bad situation happened, okay, I'm gonna keep the faith. I'm gonna be optimistic and hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna go from there. But if it don't pan out the way it need to pan out, and so be it. You know what I'm saying? It's like things ain't gonna always happen the way you want it to happen. But the number one thing that we need is to have no injuries. Now we started this practice off with injuries. You know, toward the end, Malala got hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, not Malala. I take that back. Landon Dickerson got hurt. He got his surgery done, and now he's back. You know, so let's hope that, you know, he'll bounce back and be stronger than ever. You know what I mean? Hold that line down. Allow Saquon to run. I mean, I would love for Saquon to run for another 2,000 yards, but realistically, I can't see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say 15. I'm going to give him 15 this year, but, you know what I mean? Because everybody going to be teeing off on Saquon. They're going to be looking to get Saquon, right? So this would be a perfect opportunity for Jalen Hurts to go out there and show his skills passing wise. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once you beat him passing wise, it's like, oh, the Eagles unstoppable. Because once Jalen Hurts start passing the ball around the yard, 350, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns a game, like, bro, what you gonna say then? Now you want to say you can't pass the ball. Now you pass the ball over the yard. They're not using Saquon. Like, I mean, come on. There's always gonna be something that's said about my boys. You know what I mean? And just, you know, how they performing on the football field. And I feel like my boys performing on the football field is gonna be lights out, head and shoulders above the competition. Okay. You know, we have to go out, right? And we just gotta just, you know, be who we normally are. And we will be fine. But overall, like the fan experience that I had was great. Like the crazy thing is I wanted to show you guys some merch. You can very well see we got a bag full of goodies. If I have any pictures of the merch that I got, you know what I'm saying, I'll show you guys. I might have showed you the bag or whatever, but I didn't show you the shirts. But I got a couple of shirts. They had the Super Bowl shirts that they gave out, right, to the players. The black ones and the white ones. They sold them down there at the Pro Shop for $10 a piece. I got one. Actually, I got a black one and I got a white one. It's a Nike t-shirt, $40 t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? I got it for $10, right? Then my daughter got her she got her 2 t-shirts. She was checking something out, you know what I mean? She liked it, so. And then she told me she wanted a Cooper DeJean jersey. So she got a Saquon, she got Jalen, and now she want Coop. So I'm gonna get a Saquon. I gotta give me a Saquon. So I want a Saquon jersey. I'm gonna get her the Coop. And I'm more than likely I'm gonna have that. We probably gonna wear the new jerseys when we go down there. It's probably gonna be midnight green. I'm gonna do the homework and make sure we're wearing midnight green. So we wear midnight green. We're gonna have our green jerseys on. We're gonna have a ball, man. We're gonna have a ball. I would encourage someone out there, if you're in the Philadelphia area or if you're in the surrounding area, come on out. Come on out to the link when we got a game. Yeah, it's an arm and a leg, some games. You can't afford to go to certain games. You can get a game as low as maybe like $250, $300 for a ticket. Now, I know I'm just in the saying $250, $300. That's a little bit of money because it's not. But, you know, looking at a game, okay, Eagles, you know what I'm saying? You paying the players, you paying who, you know, they charge you for what you want to see. I think the biggest ticket you're going to have this whole season is going to be this one, first game, okay? And I'm going to the first game when they drop the banner. I may give you a couple of clips on that too as well. But when they dropped the banner, you know, last year, Eagles won the Super Bowl, do that in the beginning, and you plan to get your arch rival, the Dallas Cowboys, and everyone's healthy and everyone's ready to go. We're going to see who comes out as the victor. Well, we know who's going to be the victor, but, you know, we're going to see a good game and we're going to see how it work out. So, week 1 is always, you know, a good game to get started. Everyone's excited. It just happened to be Cowboy week. Hey, listen, you can't beat that. Cowboy week we get Cowboys week twice a year. So we get the Cowboys week 1, and then we also get the Cowboys again. I think it's the week before Thanksgiving. Because the Cowboys, they usually play on Thanksgiving. We don't play on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We get to chill. So they let all the turkeys play on Thanksgiving, and the real ones play on Sundays and do what they gotta do. So we don't never play on Thanksgiving. The Cowboys do. But yeah. But other than that, man, I just really, really encourage someone to go out there and just go to a game. If you're watching this, like I said, if you're in the area, go treat yourself to a game. Treat yourself to a game. You're not going to regret it, okay? If you're a fan, you're not going to regret it. You're going to want to go back again, okay? So, yeah, I mean, that's basically what I got for you guys. What I may put on the tail end of this video is I may show you guys some past clips of me going to different practices and different memories of what I've had being an Eagle fan and throughout the years, just seeing all the different things, different people that I've met, different people that I've seen. My daughter, she's met I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but this Philly sports guy, that's the guy that wears all the silver and the black, the game day, the ball-headed guy. He's in the front row. You know what I'm saying? He's cheering the Eagles on. They usually pan over and the Eagles make a big play. They kind of put him in the front. Like, he's at every game. I think the Eagles pay this guy. I don't know. Maybe they pay him. I don't know. But it's almost like he's like Gilly or whatever. But he's been there for years. Years. So we got pictures with him at the practice. Was it the practice? No, I think it was after. I really want to say that was after a game because he was there all decked out. He comes to the practices decked out, but we didn't see him this year. I didn't see him. I mean, it was sold out. It was so many different people that was at the practice this year that that normally wouldn't go. People that I know that normally wouldn't go. It was amazing. It was really truly amazing. It was actually good to see because team support. I just feel like once the energy is in the air and the energy is thick, and it's like the winning spirit and the winning everything, and it's just like the team feeds off of that, and they just go. You know what I'm saying? And the Eagles fans, what I will say about Eagles fans is this, not to, keep everything going, but the Eagles fans travel well. What I will say that, okay? I don't care what stadium you in. I don't care where you at. The Eagles fans travel well. They don't give a good goddamn how much these tickets cost. We following these Eagles blindly because they're going to win the game and we're good. They did the exact same thing when they went to the Super Bowl down there in Louisiana. That was a home game for the Eagles. It was electric down there. And I told myself, my daughter even pushed the envelope and said, "Hey, Dad, I think we need to go to the Super Bowl because Ariana Grande is going to be down there." That's her fave, right? I said, we can kill two birds with one stone. I said, it would be nice for us to go down there, you know what I mean, and go to a game, you know what I mean. She can see Ariana Grande, you know what I mean. She'll be happy about that. And our beloved birds will be in the stadium. So the next one is it was in California, San Fran, in February. So that would have to mean that she would have to be out of school, and then we'll probably catch a flight back home on that next day, which is Monday. I don't know if that's going to happen. Tuition is $13.50 a month. So, yeah, I can't see you just taking off from school and we giving these people all this money. I mean, listen, your education is everything, and we love the school, you know what I'm saying, but I can't see me just divvying that up and just dishing that out and just giving it to them and just taking the day off. No, I need all my coins. Can I get a discount? She's not there, so can I get some money back? So you can very well see I'm opening this door because I'm about to hop out. But yeah, man, just do yourself a solid. Go to an Eagle game, and just treat yourself, man. You will never, ever, ever regret that. That'll be a memory in your mind forever, for years to come. For years to come. So go treat yourself. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Save up. If you got to eat oodles and noodles for the next 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself a game day ticket. And whether, warm, cold, you know what I'm saying? We going warm because my daughter can't do the cold. I'm okay with going to the game in the freezing temperatures. I don't care. I'm there. I'm one with the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? I went to the parade February 2nd, 2025. Okay, just past February, we had a blast. Yeah, it was Brick City out there, but guess what? We Eagles fans through and through. We're gonna do what we need to do, and we're gonna keep it moving. So, stay tuned. Look at some of the clips that I got here on the end. My portion of this is done. Look at the clips on the end, and just, if you're a fan, you're probably gonna enjoy this. You really are gonna enjoy this. So, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and continue to support. You know what I'm saying? All your support that you've been giving me over the years has been great. I'm living a dream, and it's all because of you guys. All right. So I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned. Peace. Hello, everyone. This is AG from AG's POV. We're doing a day in the life of an Eagles fan. Right after us, this is the first day of the public practice and all that. So right now we're taking a look at T-shirts. So I'm gonna let you guys see that. So shot. Tables and shirts. So I'm down here with my say hi to everyone. I'm down here with my daughter. So we're doing our thing. So I'll be giving you little clips here and there as we go along. So, stay tuned and continue on. All right, y'all. So get to practice what the fan experience is like. As you can see, now the sea green with the stadium, the tower, the baseball stadium. So we got a bunch of fans in there already. We're on our way to our seats. So I'll give you guys a little bit of cover just to kind of take my face out of the screen and allow you guys to indulge into what the Super Bowl will do for your city, how the fans come out, how they engage with the team. Clearly, we got just went and picked up some merch. I'll let you guys check it out in a moment when we get back to the car. I'm just gonna keep it around. So hopefully this is steady for you guys, but it's a sea of green, like I said. You know what I mean? Fresh off the highway, you still got them coming in. It's kind of hard to see, but just a fun day out in the city. Let me go this way. I'm trying to navigate traffic and kind of engage with you guys, so bear with me on the camera. We can pick wherever you want to go. If you want to just know what we can do, let's slide in here and let's see where the best seats is at. Remember, we gotta find a section that you want to go to on game day. Then we can go grab those tickets if they're still available. Now, entering the stadium, we got, as you can very well see, it's packed out downstairs. Upstairs might be your best option. We may have some up here as well, but as you can very well see, we out here in the stadium. Got QB1 out there. They're about to run a couple of plays. Currently MVP. Y'all here with Justin. Y'all here with the family. Y'all are my family members. Everybody out here. Whole stadium. That's what we do over here. Peace. 11 on 11. Special about to happen. MVP in red. Got the dime on the baby. Here we go. Dashing him up the gut. Cowboy fan in the building. Get him out of here. Touchdown right here. Slide out. You already know that was a touchdown, but this practice, so they can't touch it. It's history. That's back in the 30s when the Eagles was still the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is one of the 70s and the 80s. Stay white helmet. First no is now the Eagles. No history right there. All the way down.
Equals unity.
So
Number 65.
There it is. Fly, Eagles, fly. For a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. All right, so if you go into the Eagles game, right, I want to make sure that y'all understand this. Do not buy tickets from anyone that you see standing on the corner, okay? Go to a reputable site, Ticketmaster, SeatGeek, TickPick. They got quite a few ticket places where you can go online and get yourself a ticket and get there, whatever, right? Some with fees, some without, but nonetheless, it's still a legit ticket. You ain't got to worry about when you get to the gate. That you looking like Boo Boo the Fool. So make sure you do that the right way. Just don't buy from anyone on the corner. Oh, I can give you a discount. I'm gonna give you the hookup, Facebook, none of that stuff. Go to a reputable site. Make sure you get your ticket. Make sure it's legit. That way you can enjoy your ticket. That way you can enjoy the game, and you ain't got to worry about getting ripped off by someone in Philly trying to ruin your day. All right. So it's AG's giving you some game. Signing out.
Get to the scene, I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing no knees. They getting, they feeling and dragged down. That's why they just crash out. Stuck in the cell and this man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Fitting in, I'ma stand out. I done seen these crash out. They some baby boys, I'm the man now. They was questioning, make them fans now. I'm the best in my league and that's hands down.